With us women, yeah, it's nice to have our perms, and it's nice to have your hair out and wear your wigs. But braiding, nothing compares to braiding, where braiding goes back to slavery days, where it told a pattern of where to go.
Her name was Anna Marie Moore. Now, I do remember my grandmother doing hair. My name is Stephanie. I'm 53 years old, and I am the mother of two daughters, Sakura and Sierra. I was the eldest. I am the eldest. Well, was the eldest. She's no longer with us, of her grandchildren. So I remember my grandmother doing a lot of different girls' hair that I didn't know of. But what I found out once I got older was that she would do hair for all of the young girls and the children in the neighborhood.
As a little girl, whether you are wearing the perfect plaits with barrettes to match, going to the first grade, wearing beads in your braids for the first time, showing love to a signature style, two puffs, growing older and growing locks down your back as ancient Egyptians once did, or in current trend, adding golden lock extensions over your hair, it is without a doubt that the journey of your hair's care was at least once nurtured by the older generation.
They would come and sit on her porch, and back then she would call it plaiting, which was braiding. She would braid the young girls' hair into cornrows, and put pretty barrettes and things like that in their hair. She was the first person that I knew of and actually saw that would just sit there and just do hair and talk and laugh. And it was like everyone was having so much fun as the young girls sat between her legs, and she didn't mind popping a couple of heads, while she was doing them, to get them to sit still or, whatever. But I say that was my first introduction into hair care, black woman hair care.
The beauty of natural hair care is that it has many different looks to it. Whether it is practiced at home or by sitting in salons getting more complex hairstyles, some even inspired by the saddest times in history, the truth in caring for our hair is understanding we can wear our hair in many different hairstyles and embrace many trends. The key essential, wearing our crown with confidence.
It's funny being a black woman, and I work in a very professional setting, and when non-blacks come in and they see my hair, they never know what to expect. They're like, oh my gosh, oh, you look so beautiful today, I love your hair in braids. And the next day I may come in without my hair braided and I'm wearing a short do such as like a page boy cut, and they're like, oh, I love it. Or then I may come in the next month with weave or a wig, and I smile and I just say, oh my gosh, this is just one of the many beautiful facets of being a black woman.
It was during the duration of my research for this documentary that in the small southern town of Conyers, Georgia, I was able to find a black-owned beauty salon. Elora Salon and Spa is owned by Miss Charlotte Allen, a master stylist.
For stylists in general, I would say is you need to have really good integrity, very good customer service. I believe good character is important. If you say you're going to do something for someone, say it's their birthday and you want to give them a treat because they've been with you for so long, you want to show appreciation, you still want to treat them with professionalism. Just treat them the way you want to be treated, and you'll have them for life. And not only will you have that one person, you'll have their sisters, their daughters, their co-workers, their church members. You'll have their community, the people that they live around. So never see one client as one client, see them as a village, because that's what you'll basically, that's how you'll grow, and that's how you have longevity. My vision for Allure is not just the look of it, or I want us to be black. I want us to work in excellence. We are one of the few black-owned upscale salons in Conyers. So when people come in here, I want it to be the norm that a black salon works in excellence.
Today, Allure Salon and Spa is just as Miss Charlotte envisioned.
What I would have told my 25-year-old self is, make sure, if you know that this is what you're supposed to do, you have that something in you that feels like you are to serve, and to serve women. One, you gotta pray. You gotta ask God to give you what you don't have in yourself, which is patience, kindness, love, long-suffering, and all of that. You need to make sure that you count the cost. It is hard work. Being a stylist is manual labor. There are no shortcuts. So be ready to work.
So I went to Atlanta Tech. I think out of my class, probably in 2013 we graduated. To go get licensed after you graduate, I think probably 3 of us went. Out of people who still doing hair, it's probably 2 of us.
Meet the newest Atlanta Area Tech 2024 graduate instructor, Miss Shanquita Cornelius, most known as Quita.
I'm a professional hairstylist, licensed, and now licensed instructor. A common misconception about black hair is that being natural is easy. Being natural is like by far one of the hardest things for a black girl to do every day consistently, and really pour into her hair and all that it takes. That's a full-time job. And it's easier just to put weave on. And that's, I think people get that mixed up. They think it's hard to put weave on. No, it's easy just to wake up and fluff your hair. Okay, let's go. But natural, your twist out may not look the same by 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Another common misconception is that longevity and success is only created in salons. Follow me as I introduce you to one of the most successful, consistent, and reliable hairstylists that I know.
I've been doing hair going on 8 years now. Ever since I was in 8th grade.
In your business.
My name is Winona Parks. I'm 22 years old and my business is The Exclusive Styles.
From age 13 to now, this is my most trusted hairstylist. My mother is even now a client of Ananda's.
I have day one clients from when I was in 8th grade till now that still comes to me. And so they really give me my motivation to keep going because they believe in me and they believe in the dream that I had when I was in 8th grade.
When you have a braider that turns into family, it's beautiful.
In my final documentary expedition, I drove all the way to the east side of Atlanta to talk to the one and only Miss Halima.
I love what I do. Probably doing hair, I really love it. I like when I finish, you step out there, somebody say, "Oh, who did your hair?"
And I'll be like, Halima did it.
Thank you. Because she gonna bring me more customers. Yeah. That's why, not for the money, but the love.
Yeah.
You know, I do hair with the love. I like whatever I did. People appreciate it and they send me more customers.
The beauty of black hair is that no matter the style, color, length, or creation, we as black women get to represent ourselves in a way that makes us feel beautiful and seen.
We have natural hair. When we braid it, it's very nice. It doesn't matter if you add hair or do your own hair. It's natural.
Yes, ma'am.
Beauty.
To the black girl watching, wear your crown with pride. Only we as black women know what it truly means to nurture and love our hair in the most selfless way possible.
But most of all, is our crown. And as African American women, like we want to step out in confidence. Like our crown is how we shine.
Yeah.